What's up, guys? Welcome to the, I guess, part 2 episode of getting the Outlander ready for daily driving episode. I guess that's what we're going to call it, right? I'm currently at Mitsubishi. I just got done going to the parts department. I ordered some parts prior. I ordered HVAC knobs because they were missing on the Outlander when I bought it. Need to get those replaced, and I ordered a couple OEM Mitsubishi oil filters because I am going to be doing an oil change on the Outlander before we start driving it. And I ordered a couple other parts that I needed. It's going to be arriving in a few days, probably like next week. So they're not priority. Those are just parts that I'm going to replace because, like I said in the last video, and shocks do need to get replaced. So when I replace those in several months, most likely early next year. If you saw the last video, one of the bolts for that goes to the knuckle, to the lower control arm, was slightly damaged. I was able to fix it, and I'm just gonna send it. I'm just gonna install it. So now we're going to the salvage yard. I'm gonna get a couple things, nothing too crazy. I think the rear driver's side window regulator is bad. Go get one from the salvage yard, hopefully from the same Outlander I pulled to replace the driver's side window regulator, because it looks pretty much brand new. And a couple little things, nothing crazy. I might even pull something to do a mod on the Outlander, nothing crazy. It's more of an aesthetic mod, and then pretty much it. And then we're going to continue getting the Outlander set up or prepared so we can start driving it in the next couple days. So here we go to the salvage yard. Okay, I got to the junkyard, pulled a few things. I ended up not getting the regulator because when I pulled the panel off, the regulator kind of looked sketchy, didn't look right. So I can probably wait. I'm gonna probably wait till maybe a newer Outlander goes into the salvage yard, because I have my notifications set up to where when that vehicle comes in to let me know, or I might just get a brand new one. But it's no big deal because, as you can see, the window is up. I don't really necessarily put down my rear windows, even on my Montero, whatever. It's mostly important for me for the front windows to be able to put it up and down, so it's not a big deal. And then I got a few other things which I will show you later on in the video. But some parts have started coming in. So the front sway bar bushings finally came in, and I got some good old lubricant for the sway bar bushings. I'm still waiting on the new end links. I got them coming from Rock Auto. They should be arriving tomorrow, but the lower control arms came in today. So if you've been watching my video, especially with the Montero maintenance and stuff like that, I'm a big fan of Beck Arnley. I've been using their parts for a very long time, and a lot of times Beck and Arnley is reboxed OEM parts or reboxed OEM manufactured parts, and I just had good luck and I feel safe. And plus, Rock Auto had these at a wholesale closeout, so I got these pretty damn cheap. So I went ahead and got them, so I got both sides. So now we're gonna just go ahead and tackle the sway bar bushings, since I have everything off. So that shouldn't be that hard. I already started removing the old one. Remember, the passenger side was completely gone. Driver's side is still intact. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this started. So if you guys are curious, if you're watching the video and you have an Outlander, I got the Moog brand. I know there's a controversy with these. Moog used to be really good quality, then they started the quality went down for a few years, but I've actually used Moog stuff on our 2012 Sienna and for the lower control arm, and it's held up pretty good. So I'm kind of gaining trust on using some of their parts again. But like I said, the Outlander is it's not going to be a forever car for us, but I do want some decent quality on it because I am daily driving it. But I'm not going to go all out like my Montero or my Lifer cars, right? But this will do. If you want to know the part number, front sway bar bushings is that part number there, K200 261. And here is an OEM one, and this is the Moog one. pretty identical. They have this guide spot. There's a hole on the bracket to keep it aligned. But yeah, looks everything looks good. So yeah, let's get these installed. There it is. The bracket is out. Literally, this sway bar is just dang, it's loose. So I'm gonna go ahead, get this one installed, the sway bar bushing. All right, this is the driver's side. Got the sway bar bushing secured, mounted. I didn't fully tighten it down yet. I'm gonna wait till I get the lower control arms situated and attached, and make sure these sway bar end links are attached before I tighten it down, because there's a little bit of movement. I don't know if they're if the sway bar is aligned correctly, so I'm going to wait to do that. So this is the driver's side, and there's the passenger side. So the bushing is all in there, ready to go and get tightened up once I get everything secured. So we're gonna go look at the new control arms. All right, these are the new control arms. Pretty cool thing here is that is the Mitsubishi part number. So that's MR961391, and that's MR961392. So it has them as Mitsubishi part numbers. So here are the control arms. This is the right side, left side. Comes complete with a new ball joint over here. Same on the other side. So this is a comparison. Here's the this is the passenger side lower control arm. This is the new one. Obviously, here's the old one. This is the one. This is the worst side. This is where I was getting my suspension clunking noise over bumps. And as you can see from the last video I showed you, it disintegrated. There is no bushing, and literally this thing was just freely moving every time I hit a bump, making the noise. You can see there, and it should. Here's a close-up. Gone, right? It should kind of look like this. New one, solid, right? So from just visual looking, identical. This all looks good. Nothing odd, just everything new. So this is ready to go in, so we're gonna go and slap this on the passenger side. Hey, good morning guys. It's actually the morning after. Getting the control arm, let's just say it was a task. I had a harder time than I should have, but I was able to get the at least passenger side mounted. So this morning I'm going to go ahead and tackle the driver's side. I don't know why it was so difficult to get the control arm mounted, but it's on. There it is. It's all mounted, secured. I haven't tightened up the bolts because I'm waiting for the sway bar end links to come in, and also I need to get the torque specs. And when you tighten it, you need to kind of preload the suspension before you tighten the bolts. So I'm waiting to do that. So like I said, I have to tackle the driver's side, which I'm going to do right now. And it's supposed to rain today, so I'm going to try to do as much as I can to get this thing buttoned up. I got the driver's side lower control arm in. Much easier than the other side. I guess practice makes perfect. I figured out the little tricks to get each side in. So this went in much smoother and faster. So both sides are on. That's the driver's side. Basically all I have to do is tighten it up. And passenger side. So yeah, just waiting on the new sway bar end links. We'll get those installed, and basically we'll be ready to drop it on its wheels. So while we're waiting for those end links to come in, we're gonna go ahead and replace this whole splash guard things. As you can see, the oil cooler or transmission cooler this cooler here is being exposed to the elements, so it's missing this bottom portion here and part of this splash guard assembly here. So I pulled one out of the junkyard off another Outlander. So we're gonna go ahead and replace this. Splash guard is removed. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and put in the new one, or well, use one. Okay, it's all installed. Got the new splash guard installed. So it's all brand new. I got this cover that's in place now, and then I even got this right here. This was missing to kind of protect the transmission. So that's all secured and installed with new clips and stuff. So I got on Amazon. I'll leave a link on the description on these. They're pretty good. These are obviously newer, and they're a little bit thicker than the factory ones. So these worked really well. So those are new fasteners from Amazon. Okay, we're gonna go to another issue. The one thing I noticed immediately when I was driving the Outlander home after purchasing it is I wanted to put some fuel, and I couldn't open the fuel door. Fuel door would not open. I had to kind of MacGyver it just to get the fuel door open and put some fuel in it so I can get home. But it looks like it was missing the fuel door spring. So that's what we're going to do now. I was able to get one from the junkyard. These are fairly cheap, new from Mitsubishi, but these were plenty in the junkyard. This fits many Mitsubishi models. So I took one, and we're going to go ahead and replace the one over here on the Outlander that, well, actually it's missing, so I can get this fuel door open. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'll hit the fuel door open, and look, nothing. So we're gonna have to fix that real quick. Okay, got the new fuel door spring. I had to modify it a little bit. I had to kind of push it out because what happens is this puts pressure on that. So when you pull the cable, the pressure releases, and this part here pushes off that and opens the door. For some reason, it wasn't engaging without modifying it. So I had to pull this out a little bit more. So now it works. So I'll show right here. I'm gonna go and close it. All right, I'm jumping all over the place, but I'm just maximizing my time here while I'm waiting for more parts. So basically I went to the salvage yard, and I'm missing the passenger side sun visor, and driver's side doesn't look great. Seen better days, and these little clip things that keep them secure are both broken. So I'm gonna replace both of those, and I got new window visors, a lot better condition, and I already cleaned them up, so I'm gonna get those installed. There you go. I have two newer-ish, much cleaner sun visors for the Outlander here. So pretty cool. Making more progress. Okay, next what we're gonna do is I'm gonna replace that HVAC control panel here, because that temp select knob is broken, and these knobs are in bad shape. I got new knobs, and I pulled out a new HVAC control assembly with a new knob and everything, and for some reason this one's not, I think the cable's all binding up, or there's something wrong with the gear over there. Then I have an aftermarket radio that came from another vehicle. I'm gonna put a double DIN touchscreen in there in its place, and then I'm gonna put LEDs, replace the lights here and put LEDs on the gauge cluster. So yeah, I'm gonna take that off and get that done. Okay, got all the cluster out, got that removed. Clean up a little bit more. Going to remove the HVAC control in a little bit, clean all that dirt, nastiness there. And I took it apart, the gauge cluster. There's a bunch of like dirt built through the years, and I don't think the previous owners were really clean in a sense, so there's a lot of junk in here. Clean this up, and then I'm gonna go ahead and polish this lens to make it a little bit much clearer. I don't know if you can tell, it's not in the greatest condition, but I'm gonna polish that out and put it all back together, and then switch out some of these bulbs for LEDs and go from there. Okay, got it all put back together and polished, so looks a lot better than previously. There's no dead spider in there, and a bunch of dust cleaned up in there, so looks a lot better. What you guys think? So I pretty much got all of this stuff off. Ran into a small issue. The bulbs that are on the gauge cluster are slightly different. The sockets, they're T5 sockets, but the bulb is I don't know how to explain it, kind of wrapped to the contact, if that makes sense. It's not like a bulb that you could just snap in or put in. So I went ahead and went on Amazon. It's very similar to the Lancers and the Lancer Evolutions. They all literally, I mean, the Outlander's pretty much based on the same chassis. A lot of the parts are kind of interchangeable, even though they look different, they're kind of the same. But anyways, it's a T5 bulb socket, so I just had to order it from Amazon. So I got some T5 sockets with white LED bulbs coming in hopefully tomorrow, and I'm still waiting on the parts. It got delayed. I'm a little bit annoyed. I paid extra for express shipping, and it was supposed to get here yesterday, Friday, but it's Saturday and hasn't arrived, so I have to find out about that, get my money back. I don't know when I'm going to get it. I'm assuming I'm going to get it Monday, so I was hoping to get the Outlander ready and driving on it Monday, but that's not the case. But yeah, I'm going to show you all the stuff I removed. So there you go. I cleaned it up a little bit, might clean it a little bit more. Got the HVAC panel removed. Radio is gone. Gauge cluster is removed because yes, I'm doing the LED bulb change on that. So all this is all out and basically just ready for reinstall. So I'm gonna start doing that maybe tomorrow. I'm gonna probably end my day here, and I'll show you the old stuff. So here is the old stuff here. There's the old HVAC panel. See, that knob is completely gone. So even when I bought, the knob stud is completely gone. I don't know what happened to it, but even if I got new knobs, couldn't even connect it. So this is gonna go to trash. I might salvage maybe that. Maybe it's still in decent condition, but that's gone. This was underneath the radio. I'm putting a new double DIN touchscreen in there, so I removed that already. And here's the old factory radio. It this doesn't display anything anymore. It still works. I was using it when I picked up the Outlander on my way back, but I'm not gonna use this anymore. It's going to trash, but there you go. Okay, now we're gonna clean up these seats. They're pretty badly stained. I'm sure the weird smell is probably coming from it. Like I said, I believe they had a dog, and because there was a lot of dog fur I had to get out of this clean out initially. So I got most of it off, but the seats are stained. Back seat stained, driver's side is stained. Front passenger is not that bad, but it's still stained. So I'm going to show you what I'm dealing with before I extract it. So this is the back seat here. There's a lot of stainage right there. I'm going to try to get most of that out. Hopefully the extractor will. So that's the back seat, and here are the front seat. This is the front passenger side. There's the driver, and the center console. This is a lot worse. It was almost black. That's how much dirt it has. So I'm gonna try to extract that, see what I can get out of that. If I can, I'm just gonna go to junkyard and just replace that door, that console door. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna try to do.
Okay, we just got done extracting stains as much as we could, and other than that, this showed up more after we cleaned it. That we can't do much, but all those other stains that you saw previously, all over, especially here in the front, pretty much all gone. There are some stubborn stains that won't come out. Like I said, I don't expect it to be perfect, but most of the stains came out. This was filthy. When I dumped out the bucket, the waste bucket from the extractor, it was disgusting, pure brown, disgusting. So this is the back. Look at the front now. Front looks a lot better. It's not perfect, but it's a lot better than it was. This is the driver's seat, and then here is the passenger seat. If you remember, there's a lot of stains here previously before on the passenger seat. We did as much as we could on there. I haven't hit this as much as I could. It's not perfect, but this was really dirty too. The extractor pulled out more dirt than I was able to get just wiping it down and spraying it. So it's not gonna be perfect, but it's just a lot better than it is. So yeah, I'll show you when it's a little bit wet and damp, so that's why it looks a little bit dark. Tomorrow or next day, I'll show you it when it pretty much completely dries, the final results. But just after cleaning it, a lot of those stains are gone. So that's thumbs up right now. It's been like 2 days since we have extracted and vacuumed the seats, and this is the result. As you can see, it's a lot better. Like I said, it's not going to be perfect, but it's better than it is. You know, this is the passenger seat. All those stains you saw, especially here, are pretty much gone. It even smells better in here than before. But yeah, armrest. If I can find another one off the junkyard, I don't think I can do much after that. Here's the rear passenger seats. All those stains, pretty much gone. Backs were not that bad. The bottoms is bad. That right there, that won't ever come out. So I don't see how that will ever come out. But yeah, it's a lot better. Like I said, down the road, if I happen to run into another Outlander in the junkyard with brown seats, I might replace it or maybe put seat covers. But that's what we're dealing with there, but it's a lot better. Let's check out the driver's seat. And that's the driver's seat. Not the best, but a lot better than it was. So I can live with that. I fixed the front driver's side window regulator because that's the one I would be basically using majority of the time. Usually I don't put down my back windows, but I knew the rear driver's side window regulator was not working. Every time I pressed down or up, it was not doing anything. I went ahead and got a new regulator. Well, not new, one from the salvage yard, and I finally took out the regulator, and this is it. It completely busted. Looks like the previous owner or someone that was trying to diagnose the issue before me even unplugged this, so it was not even plugged in. But to prevent the window from dropping, they put a screwdriver on here, so the window attaches here and it goes up and down. So to keep it from doing that, that's what they did. So yeah, crazy. We're gonna go ahead and put the new regulator in. All right, it works. I guess I'm gonna end this video. So I didn't expect it to be this long a video, so there's going to be a third part, and hopefully the third part is me just putting everything back together and seeing the Outlander start running, okay, start using for daily driving. But yes, this is going to end part 2 of the getting the Outlander ready for daily drive duties video thingy, I guess. So guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.